Coach Rosati.
Thank you, Bob. Guys, thanks so much for coming out here. I just want you to know, Coach Kyle did a tremendous job, no question about it. The point of our game, the point of my talk here, guys, what's the future of football? How many guys coach flag football? How many guys coach tackle football? How many coach both? Okay, guys, I'm telling you right now, to me, flag football is one of the greatest things that for our game that's out there right now. Matter of fact, guys, I have a really good group of kids right now. They had some success on the football field, and it's not going to change. And flag football is a major reason for that. They started playing when they were young, and they've been playing ever since, and they've done an outstanding job. With that being said, guys, our game's under attack. I love flag football. Tackle football, tremendous as well. It's great. I wanted my kid playing flag football. I wanted my kid playing tackle football. In the spring they play flag, and in the fall they play tackle. It's great. But guys, here are some realities, facts, perceptions, and realities about the game. A few years ago, my son, the one on the right, on the right is my son, and on the left is my nephew. And Coach Meyer said, hey, I hope you boys will play for me someday. And if you think about it, guys, what is the future of football? Is it ever going to get to that point? Because I'm telling you right now, perception versus reality about the game of football, there's some perceptions, and then there are some realities. Coach Kyle mentioned this, guys, numbers down. Perception is that the number of kids playing tackle football is down, and it is. 2016, and there are all kinds of different stats and statistics out there. People debate these things. But generally speaking, 10% of kids playing tackle football, that's how much it's down. 10% playing tackle football, ages 5 to 15. Flag football is up 10%. More kids are playing flag football than ever before. So if you think about it, while more are playing flag, less are playing tackle, you know what? Kids are playing football. My number one goal as a head football coach is I just want kids to play. I don't care what it is. If it's tackle or flag, it really doesn't matter to me. I don't care. I just want them to enjoy the game and go. Guys, perception versus reality. Tackle's not safe. Okay? Well, that's the perception. Well, guys, fact. Guys, February 6th, 2017, New York legislator, this is from the New York Times, New York legislator proposes banning youth tackle football. Rochester, New York. New York State Assemblyman Michael Benadio of the Bronx is reintroducing a bill to ban tackle football for children 13 and younger. That is the reality of our world right now. Guys, New York, they're not the only state talking about banning football 13 and younger. The evidence and the facts that they have, well, there are a lot of medical facts, so on and so forth. But guys, that is the perception that tackle football is not safe. What's the reality of the situation? Guys, the game's safer than ever before. Coach Kyle, he mentioned it, he's right. Guys, as far as the laws, every state in the state of Ohio, federal law, every state in the country, federal law has concussion protocol for youth sports. If you're a youth organization, you must register. Guys, equipment's safer than ever before. Educating coaches, you have to be educated in order to do it. It's the law. Guys, rule changes. In the NFL, in the past 10 years, there have been 39 rule changes for the safety of the game. And it filters right down to us. So guys, the game is safer than ever before. Some stats, 12%. There are 12% fewer injuries in football than in soccer. Coach Kyle mentioned bicycles, right? 50%. Football's safer than riding a bike. 50% more injuries in riding a bike than in football. Coach Kyle mentioned this one. Skateboarders. Okay, you're 74% more injuries skateboarding from skateboards than from playing football. And Lord knows, in our day and age, hoverboards, now you get some fat, lazy kid on a hoverboard, he's going to get hurt too, right? So those numbers are unbelievable. They can't do much anything, just stand on there and roll or do whatever they do. Yeah, now they're fat, they're lazy, and that just helps them out even more. They get hurt, okay? So guys, the bottom line is, yeah, perception and reality. The perception is that the game of tackle football is not safe. The reality of the situation is that's not necessarily true. It's safer than it's ever been before. Guys, perception versus reality. Concussion. Guys, the concussion argument. See, whatever it is. The concussion argument, guys, is a really fascinating argument. But guys, the one thing that's hurting, that's going to hurt this game, guys, is this headline. Some of you might have heard of it, and some of you guys might be aware of this. Pop Warner football, guys. Pop Warner is facing a class action lawsuit. And the class action lawsuit, they actually settled for $5 million. Okay, this kid, basically, if you would follow, this just happened last year, September 1st, 2016, they settled. $5 million. What was the case? The case was about an 11-year-old kid he committed suicide at age 25. And they went back and they said they attempted to prove in court in a class action lawsuit that the kid suffered from CTE because of 2 years of tackle football at age 11 and 12. The injuries that he suffered, they attempted to prove that it was because of this reason he committed suicide. And the Pop Warner football organization settled the lawsuit for $5 million. That's not going to be the last lawsuit. So mark my words, it's going to get nasty. You see it in the NFL. How many cases were filed in the NFL? Well, guys, billions of dollars worth of cases. Guys, Pop Warner football is under major attack. How does that affect all of us in this room? Well, guys, here's how it affects all of us in the room. Guys, from an insurance aspect of things, I'm no insurance guy, but I do know this. And I talked to our treasurer this week as far as, hey, is there a possibility that football, the price of insurance from an insurance company, that we couldn't afford the insurance to put a team out on the field? He said it hasn't gotten to that point, but for you guys that are in charge of leagues, I want you guys to know what the insurance premium is. I talked to our guy this past week. Our insurance have gone up every year, the rate to insure. If we're going to be paying out $5 million per lawsuit, heads up, guess what? The insurance rates are going to go through the roof. And you know what? How much are you going to ask a kid now to pay? What is the price of the game going to be? Because, well, how's your league going to pay for this? So guys, beware when I tell you that that is a major, major concern. It's a perception that the game of football is not safe. And now when you get lawmakers involved, you know what possibly can happen. So guys, what's the reality? Well, like I said, federal and state laws are in place. Insurance companies, that's the reality of the situation. Another little fact to throw out at you guys. Coach Kyle mentioned this, guys. Top 3 male sports for concussions. You have football, you have hockey, and you have lacrosse. Well, guys, I put the asterisk by lacrosse because, you know what, I've heard it. Hey, you know what, my son's going to go play lacrosse. Football's way too dangerous. I'll have my son play lacrosse. Well, guys, lacrosse is number 3 on the list for concussions. Lacrosse has doubled participation in the past 5 years. The amount of kids playing lacrosse has doubled in the past 5 years. Hey, guys, if mom knew, oh my gosh, she can get a concussion playing lacrosse as well, that may change the whole argument, right? So guys, the perception is that football is where concussions happen, so I don't want my son playing football, let him do something else. Guys, not necessarily the truth. So there are perceptions and there are realities of our world today, guys. Guys, why should a kid play football? You know, why would you want a kid to play football? If it's flag, if it's tackle, why would you want a kid to play? Well, guys, to have fun, right? That's the whole goal. My whole goal is that I want kids to have fun because if they have fun, they're eventually going to get to me. I need you. I need you more than you know. The game needs you more than you know. Guys, what does a parent want when a kid plays football?
Kid to have fun.
Have fun and be safe, right? I heard you guys, we just talked about it, right? Coach Kyle just talked about it. You guys said it. Have fun and be safe, right? That's the #1 priority. Guys, how do you accomplish those things? Well, with great coaches. You do it with great coaches. Guys, the game of football is under attack, and, well, bottom line is, there's only a certain group of people that can save it, and the guys that can save it have full-time jobs. You. Okay? Guys, bottom line is, the future of the game is in your hands. They will never get to me. They will never get to us without you. More is being asked of you than ever before. It's a full-time job for you guys right now. Do you understand what I'm saying? You just can't walk out, get off of work, and show up and say, all right, just throw the balls out here, let's go, line up. Hey, drill that kid. All right, you're throwing the ball, let's go. Guys, it's so much more. And you know what? If that's what's happening, and believe me, I know, guys, I know exactly what you're saying. In my opinion, do you know why the Great Lakes, why there's so much dispute about how fast this can happen? I think we're all in agreement, this modified football, wow, it's a great idea. But I guarantee there's going to be some guy in some community that is going to say, hey, I've been doing this for 20 years, we don't need that, this is fine, and I got a fast kid this year, and he's going to kick the heck out of your kid. I guarantee there's a guy who's saying, this is my year, I don't want to change this. My guy, yeah, this is the team I've been waiting for, I'm going to drill you. You know what? What's in the best interest of the game? Hey, that sounds great. Coach Kyle said, you know, no blitzing, so on and so forth. There's some pretty competitive people that are going to say, oh, when their kid gets drilled, oh, I got a blitz that's going to take care of that. Yeah, let's go. So guys, understand the reason why there's going to be a delay is because there are some communities, you know what, if Perry says, hey, yeah, we're definitely in on this, there may be somebody from whatever community within that same Great Lakes Association that's going to say, no, it's not, that's not going to happen. Not this year. So there's always going to be some infighting from within. My own personal philosophy, and I'm sorry I'm getting away from this, is it's the head football coaches in each community that needs to make sure that this happens. That, in my opinion, and I think what's going on is great, but in my opinion, it can't come from the ground up. It needs to come from the top down. If I'm going to mandate to the Perry guys that this is how it's going to be, then some things are going to happen. So that's just my own personal opinion, and like I said, that's my viewpoints on it. I think it's great for the game, but you know, that's me. So anyway, guys, what I'm trying to say to you guys in this room, there's a lot of pressure. I need you guys to be great. The game needs you to be really, really good. Well, how do you become really good, guys? What makes a great youth coach? Some things to think about. Well, organization. If you have great organization, it's going to equal respect. If you are extremely organized, it doesn't matter how good of a coach you are. What do parents want? Parents want to know, hey, what time is practice? What time is practice done? What time is the game going to be on Saturday? What time exactly do I need to be there? Is he just going to go, you tell him to be there 45 minutes before the game, is he just going to go out there and stand in the rain for 45 minutes? Or is there a structured program that my son is going to do that he's not wasting time? People don't want to waste time today. They don't. Mom is going to let her kid play football if she knows that it's going to happen at this time, and this is going to happen, and this is going to happen, and this is going to happen, and he's done it this time. Boom. People respect. They respect organization. It doesn't matter how good of a coach you are. If you're organized with people's time, good things are going to happen. I promise you. I promise you that is a fact. Guys, it's a full-time job. If you're really into this, prepare now. If you really want to do this, and I need you, the game needs you to be really, really good. If you're really, really into this, guys, like I said, it's a full-time job. It is. This is my profession. This is what I do for a living, guys. I'm a social studies teacher, I'm an educator, and I'm a football coach. This is what I do. You guys are some extremely talented people. There are some people in this room that are chemists that are, you can go right down the line. There are some very, very talented people in here. And the time that you get to spend with your son may be when you're in the car ride going to practice, and now bam, okay, here's my new world. Okay, what are we doing today? Well guys, what I'm trying to tell you is football season goes from August to, November. Guys, right now, if you really want to do this, start preparing now. Parent meetings. Have a parent meeting and establish exactly what's going to happen. What do parents want to hear, guys? What's the reality? The parents, you know, guys, hey, this is my staff. This is who I'm going to have that's going to coach, and this is what we've done to prove that your kid is going to be saved. We are going to be able to prove that we're qualified to do this job for you. Not just some guy that's going to show up and walk on the practice field on day one and say, hey, I can help. Let me tell you, I played offensive line. Let me take the offensive line, guys. And he has absolutely no idea what you want taught. He's just going to go back to, you know, I saw Joe Thomas on TV. Joe Thomas drops his leg back here. You need to do that because that's what Joe Thomas does. Guys, I'm just telling you, if you want to save the game, if we're going to save the game, having quality people, and that's hard at times, guys, it really is, but that's a challenge to you. We really want to do this right, you got to find quality people, or else, you know what, nothing's going to change. And the numbers are going to keep going, and I'm telling you right now, mark my words, if we don't do it, the game will go away. It's not going to be here, guys. The stat that I showed you on the lawsuit, believe me when I tell you, lawsuits will be, when it starts hitting Pop Warner, and they settled, Pop Warner settled for $5 million, what's that tell you? That's a bad sign, okay? So trust me when I tell you, every league around the country is going to be challenged in some way, shape, or form. So guys, having a staff, know the rules, setting goals and expectations, right off the bat, you can do that now. You can establish that now. And as far as your practice and your game structure, having a practice and a game structure, guys, do it now. Talk to people. What's right? How should we practice? What should we do? Guys, those are the key things to becoming a really, really good coach and somebody that a parent would want their son to play for. It doesn't matter how much you know about football. It really doesn't. How organized are you? How much you think through it makes all the difference in the world. It really doesn't matter. Guys, how do you do it? You become educated. And guys, you know, I don't work for the Cleveland Browns, and I don't work for USA Football, but I will tell you this, guys. If you did go to, they've done an outstanding job. I will give them a lot of credit. If you go to USA Football, the website, guys, they have for flag and for tackle football, they've got everything you possibly could imagine. They've got things for training and development for kids. They've got, they have drills for practice. They have drills for flag. They have certification for coaches. They have everything, just on that website, they have everything you possibly could imagine that could help you coach. They have practice and organizational plans. They have examples of what you could do, how you can do it. You click on the link, they have the drills that you can do, broken down by position. Guys, that's USA Football. That's just one website. Guys, there are so many other sources out there that you could go to. If you wanted to become educated, guys, you could. My point to you is that if we really do want to make an impact on helping the game, we have to become more educated. And it's not your job. I mean, I do it for a living. This is what I do for a living. I have to do this, or you know what? I'll get fired faster than you could ever imagine. What would get me fired? If I wasn't organized, bottom line, if I did pay attention to these things, it wouldn't be good. I wouldn't be doing what's right for kids. And that's the most important thing. If you're really in it for the right reasons, guys, and you're doing what's in the best interest of kids, and you really love it, guys, become as educated as you can and get a couple core guys that you can really count on and do everything you can. And if you do it and do it the right way, believe me, you'll never have a parent issue. You won't. Why? Because you're organized and you have the kid's best interest in mind. Guys, there are sites like this, USA Football, just check it out. Flag drills, strategy, anything you want, it's there. You can get the information, you can get the help that you need if you want it. If you just show up and say, all right, let's go. Hey, is Johnny in the car? If Johnny's in the car, we got this game. That's all we need. Johnny, show up, we're going to win. Right? But every other kid standing around watching Johnny go do his thing, is that really what's right for the game? You know, you might have bragging rights as dad. Hey, you know, Johnny's your son, and you want to make sure Johnny gets the ball 12 times. Let's go, Johnny. Get running. All right, Johnny, mom's real happy. But you know what? Are you doing what's right for the game? So, guys, that's my key point there. And then, guys, a couple other things here, and I'll stop. Guys, when you take a look at it, the best that any parent could ask for was that you kept their kids safe. Is the kid safe? And then, guys, do you have the kid's best interest in mind? If you really truly do have what's in the best interest of the kid, what more could a parent ever ask for? Really? I mean, what more could you ask for? And if you're patient, you can be a great teacher. If you have no patience, you may want to go do something else. And most importantly, guys, be a great role model. Because I'm telling you this right now, there's nothing more important. What would a parent want? A parent wants a great role model. And guys, this little quote, this little poem, some of you guys might have heard of it. It was sent to me. One of my players gave it to me. He's actually now a head football coach. He gave this to me when he was a senior in high school. I worked with him, really, since he was in 5th grade. And here's what he said. There are little eyes upon you, and they're watching you night and day. There are little eyes, there are little ears that quickly take in every word you say. There are little hands all eager to do anything you do, and a little boy who's dreaming of the day he'll be like you. There's a wide-eyed little fellow who believes you're always right, and his eyes are always open, and he watches day and night. You are setting an example every day in all you do for a little boy who's wanting to grow up to be just like you. So guys, if you think about the role model that you are, how you interact with officials, how you interact with your parents, I'm so disgusted. I'm sorry I'm going on a tie right here, guys. But I have a daughter who's a senior who plays basketball, high school basketball at Perry. My son is a freshman at Perry. He's over in the gym over there playing a game right now. I'm so disgusted by watching how parents interact with officials. And then when the coach buys into it, I was at a basketball game a couple weeks ago where I saw these parents going crazy about these two officials trying to officiate a game. And then the coach turned in the crowd like, yeah. It was embarrassing. I was embarrassed as a professional to watch a coach get his fans riled up to heckle a referee. It's embarrassing. Guys, little eyes are upon you with every single thing that you do. How you interact with kids, how you interact with parents, how you interact with officials. It's amazing to see what people do out there. If you keep that in mind, guys, and guys, I could pull up, I tried to spend as much time as I could on this topic, and I researched all kinds of different stats and things, and I pulled up some video clips of coaches punching officials and things like that to show you. But you know what? You see it all the time. I mean, how many of you guys have ever seen a bad situation in a youth sport? It's embarrassing. We need you to do things the right way. Oh, I bet you have. I bet you've seen some pretty bad things. Yes, sir.
I'm a football player. If my face looks familiar, I've been on your sidelines.
Okay.
You know, huddle. If you're in varsity, we use huddle, and almost all the coaches use huddle. We use that with the state of Ohio, with the officials in our local meetings, which are actually here. You should see the stuff that goes on with coaches, like I said, inflaming, or a head coach telling I've had a head coach tell like a trainer, go nuts on that guy. You know, start swearing at, start yelling at that official. So the trainer gets thrown out, not the head coach, not knowing that the head coach is responsible for the sidelines. But, these guys don't know, or, having fans come down on the field to do that. This is a varsity level game.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen at Perry. I will tell you, these are very classy coaches. There's a lot of very classy coaches. Most of them are, and I do youth leagues. I run some of the youth leagues for you guys. I do 7th grade, 8th grade, we all do every level. But yeah, it gets appalling, and basketball is even worse. Anybody rough basketball? My God. People are right next to you, and that's not a foul.
It's a sad state of affairs. It really is.
Awful.
What can change it? Quality people can change it. Understanding really what's at stake here. What are we trying to do? What are we trying to accomplish? That's the bottom line. If it's for the kids, guys, And I know that's hard because a lot of us are extremely, extremely competitive. Extremely competitive. In anything that you want to do, you're competitive. And when your son is now involved, well now, and I guarantee most of you have sons, that's why you're here. You get to spend time with your kid, you coach your kid, right? Well guys, there's a lot of things. If you keep the kid's best interest in mind, good things are going to happen. And guys, we're counting on you because I'm telling you right now, believe me, in my opinion, it's going to go away. And we would have destroyed it ourselves because we couldn't control ourselves. Okay? So guys, finally guys, from my viewpoint, all I'm asking you guys is this, to make sure your kids have fun and that they're safe. Can that be accomplished? Very easily. Become educated in your topic. Why do I need them? What do they get from me? Well guys, I like to say life lessons. Why is football important? I'm a social studies teacher. I've been teaching for 28 years. You know what guys? I'm telling the guys honest truth. I've affected more kids that I've coached than what I had in the classroom. It's a fact of the matter. The proudest things I'm most proud of are kids that I've coached and how they've turned out. And I know I've had a major impact on their life. Not so much what I taught them as far as World War II. I've had more impact on them with things like, well, you know, things you want. To be excellent, opportunity, faith, destiny, things you must have, discipline, preparation, consistency, things you control. All those things I've had impact on kids. I guarantee I have. You know what, guys? Those are life lessons. If they enjoy the game and they keep playing and they get to me, I can now work on those things. But I can't do it if the kid had a coach, doesn't want to play, because a coach put him in a bad situation, or a coach at a youth league. Guys, I have bigger guys in the band that I do on my team. Okay, one year I'm looking at the band, I'm like, holy mackerel, look at these kids. Our band, our drum line is huge. Why? Why is our drum line so huge? Well, Coach Kyle made a reference to it as far as, yeah, that kid was sentenced to the offensive line in youth league, and you know what? He never got out. He was too heavy, he couldn't make the weight, so you know what? See you later. He was done. Guys, there are so many kids in our society today. Why are they lazy? Why don't they do this? Why? Well, you know what? There's a lot of reasons for it, guys. But if it's because they didn't like a sport, well, look at the coach. You know what, guys? If we can make it fun for kids in any way so they want to continue to play, we've done a good job. How many kids some kids shouldn't be playing football. That's the bottom line. That's the truth. You guys know that. Some kids are never going to get to me simply because they don't have the makeup. That's not the point. If they have fun, if you made it fun for them in some way, shape, or form, you know what? There's a much better chance they are going to get to me. But I guarantee you there are kids that could have been really, really good that never got to me because there was some other outside factor because of it. And it affects their life. Guys, bottom line, to me, why do kids play football at my level? Here's why. You ask why they play? For the fun of it, for popularity. Some do it for relationships. Some think they're going to get college scholarships out of it. None of them say for life lessons. None of them say because I'm going to become more disciplined, I'm going to become, more prepared, so on and so forth. They don't say that. That's why they play. Ask them. Guys, why don't they play? You ask kids why they don't play football at the high school level. Concussions. The coach hates me. Other sports. I'm going to specialize. I'm going to be a professional baseball player. If you've heard how many times I've seen that, how many kids we have not playing football because they think they're going to go, they think they're, going to be Babe Ruth. You'd be shocked how many kids think they're going to have baseball tryouts next week. They're going to have 45 kids before basketball and wrestling that's out, trying out, they think they're going to be Major League Baseball players. And you'll get kids that say that. Some say it's just not fun. Some say it's too much time. It takes way too much time. You guys are crazy. It takes way too much time to do the things you guys do. And then some say, you know what, I just want to play JV. This year, guys, we had a pretty good football team. We only had 8 seniors. That's all we had, 8 seniors. Reason why? Goes right down the line. Those reasons. Matter of fact, well, It's some funny stories. Where are they now? The kids that didn't play, you know, they're in a lot of trouble. Is what's basically happening from a legal aspect. There are some of those kids that didn't play that are having some serious legal issues, and I can see it coming too. So guys, why don't they play? Those are the reasons. None of them say they don't play because of life lessons. Final thing, guys, why should my son play? My son's, like I said, he's a freshman now. If not football, where's he going to learn the life lessons? Where's he going to learn all these things? Guys, where's he going to learn about being disciplined? Where's he going to learn about all these types of things? Guys, where? Well, you know what? Who or what has influenced them in a good and bad way? Guys, this is from 2015. Teens spend a mind-boggling 9 hours a day using media. What are they going to do? They're going to be on their phones. Boom, 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 boom. Who are they talking to? What are they talking about? What are they reading? I'm telling you right now, that's who's going to be educating your kid. Who is educating your kid? Their phone. Social media is educating their kid. You think about that for a minute. I'm telling you right now, I promise you, that's who's educating your kid. And guys, we're just as bad. I'm telling you right now, we're just as bad. I mean, you guys, how many of you guys can put your phone down and not look at it? We have a serious problem in society. God bless you if you can. Okay? Hey guys, we have a serious issue. With that being said, guys, I'm hoping that they're learning their life lessons from the right people. I'm hoping you have the ability to impact kids now in the right way. If you can't say you can do that, then hope that your kid at some point in time is going to find somebody that can. Because you know what? There aren't nearly enough people, good people out there. I'm hoping if you can put some thought in this, you can be one of those guys. Finally, guys, life lessons from social media. You know, Dabo Sweeney, Ohio State. Guys, I used this at a clinic a couple of years ago, just from social media, talking to high school coaches. You know, August 1st, Dabo Sweeney said, you know what, nobody on social media. Guys, put her down, let's leave it be. For our football season, let it go. Do not do anything. Ohio State, the Buckeyes, after they won the national championship, guys, they beat Virginia Tech. Ohio State players immediately start talking trash on Twitter after they beat Virginia Tech. And I guarantee you, if you talk to Urban Meyer, the number one reason why he would say that they didn't accomplish the things they did was because they were so involved on social media about all these different things that were going on and how they went back and forth with each other and all these other people. They were so distracted about those things that they lost focus on what they needed to do. They lost focus on everything else. They were so worried about where they were going to go in the draft, if they should come out, if they should not come out. What really mattered was just doing the things they needed to do. And guys, that's the reality of the situation. So beware. Here, beware. Bottom line, guys, have fun, and we can save the game. But anything worth doing is worth doing right. If you're really going to coach, if it's flag, I don't care if it's flag, I don't care if it's tackle football. If you're going to do it, guys, be the best at it you possibly can. Become as educated as you can. Be as organized as you can. And we can, well, guys, we can save the game. Bottom line, guys, one of my favorite movies, you know, one man could lead this team to glory, but that man was busy. So bottom line, guys, if you ever need anything, if there's anything I can help you with in any way, I'm a huge fan of helping people do things the right way in the coaching profession. It's a dying breed, guys.